Hi, I'm Dr. Vili Podgorelec, and today I would like to shortly present you the Baziway platform from a technical point of view. I'm a professor of computer science, and I work in the fields of intelligent systems, complexity, and data science. My work is actually all about discovering patterns, discovering insights in very complex systems. So actually what I do is by decomposing very complex systems, I try to analyze specific features of such system in order to understand it. When I understand specific features, I combine those features back together into the whole system, and then I discover how the system works. And this is actually also was the platform or the fundament for the Baziway platform, which I developed with DAO master Dusan Donko. And the Baziway platform is a very special system. It is a unique platform that offers users top knowledge and leads them through a natural process of advancement in their careers, their work, health, personal relationships, and so on. It is the first and only such platform in the world. And it calculates the most favorable time according to the principles of Chinese metaphysics. Like I said, it calculates the most favorable time. According to the Chinese metaphysics, the most favorable time is a point in time where the balance between energy levels of an environment, of a world, let's say, and of a person is balanced, is the best possible. And this is where our platform is unique. There are a lot of different platforms that can calculate optimal time, but not personalized to a specific person, but only to the situation. And what we did, we developed a system that can combine the energy levels of a person and of a time, and then finds the best point in time where a situation is the most favorable for a user. Maybe one answer of why there are no other platforms like this personalized for specific people. It is, in short, the complexity of the system. The system is very complex. For example, in our Baziway platform, we offer the calculation of optimal time for 5 different categories and for 32 different activities. And those methods can suggest people where it is an optimal point in time to start an activity. So this is basically what we do. And the problem of complexity arises when we take a little peek at the numbers, for example. There are about 13 million various time combinations that we need to take into account. We are considering 96 different parameters that contribute to the energy levels that I'm talking about. Whether there is a general energy level of a day, whether there is a special energy level of a person. And by combining all those combinations, we get to the very big number, let's say, to the 5.8 billions of trillion of possible combinations of parameter values. It is a very huge number. Just to make it a little bit more clear, if you imagine a bucket full of rice grains, it contains approximately 50,000 grains of rice. And if each person on the earth would carry one such bucket, it would not be the number of all rice grains together would not be even close to the number of situations that we need to calculate. We would actually need several thousand of planets similar to Earth, with a similar amount of people, each of them carrying a bucket full of rice. And then to find the best combination is to find exactly one grain of rice. So this is the problem, the big complexity of the system. What we did in our approach, we developed a kind of method that can calculate very efficiently this huge amount of combinations and find the best combination. And let me just briefly demonstrate how it works. There is a very simple representation of these combined energy levels. There are only 5 energy levels combined here. Like I told you before, we are considering 96 different parameters. But already in 5 different sources we see there is a mess here. So what we need to do, we need to decompose these energy levels. And if we make a demonstration, by decomposing, it means that we now can differentiate between those different levels. It is represented with different colors here. So now we know a little bit more about the system because we can observe each single parameter of the situation, and then following the metaphysics principles, we can find which is the more or less favorable one. Okay, if we go further, we are able to calculate let's say, the amount of energy that supports some activity during the day. Of course, this line, this black line here, represents how the time supports some sort of activity. If we take into account let's say, some activity that concerns health, this line is different than, for example, if we consider some business activities or something else. Okay, but there is still no person here. So we need to add the energy level of a person. And this is this violet line here. If we now make it more simple and we exclude, let's say, the sources of energy, just to see two lines. The black line is the energy level of a day, and the violet line is the energy level of a person. When the time is optimal, the time is optimal when both time and general time and the energy level of a person are at the best possible situation and in balance between each other. We can see, for example, here. Of course, here at this point, the energy level of time is very good, but there is no balance and no, let's say, connection with the person. For example, here, both the energy level of a time and of a person are connected, let's say, because they are close together, but they are not so optimal. So what we need to do is to find the best part. And for example, here is one such part. Why this is a good situation? Because both the energy level of a day is increasing, the energy level of a person is increasing, and the two of them are balanced. So what we do actually in our platform, take a look here, we are searching for such points where this is the most optimal. And that's how we actually solve the problem of complexity. But of course, we don't want the users to know too much about everything that goes on behind. That's why we have developed a platform that is very easy to use. Everything the person needs to know is to input some personal details, of course, in order to be able to calculate the energy level of a person. A user also needs to input the activity or the goal. For example, I want to start a new product, a new project. And then the system, the platform, the Baziway platform calculates the best possible time in some range of time, for example. So, for example, in the next, I don't know, 6 months, there are so many optimal days for a person to start this kind of activity. And if a person follows these suggestions, certainly a person will have more success in achieving his or her goals. So just to sum it up, what do we get with the Baziway platform? We get to know our personal life better. We bring more harmony in our lives. We can upgrade our lives with, let's say, success and satisfaction, and it equips us with an excellent decision-making tool in order to be able to progress in our careers, in our work, in our personal relationships, in health, and in different situations like this. Okay, so this is a short introduction or short representation about what Baziway platform is, and thank you for watching.